As promised, I'm doing a advice video, every day for the next at least 2 weeks. I decided to give it a cute little name, so I'm going to call it the Daily Dose of Reality. So these people that are writing in are going to get an earful. I mean, I suppose over time some of them will be helpful, helpful responses. But today, they about to get towed a new ass. Okay, now both of these letters are for men, which is unusual for this channel. But I think my recent videos, since they've been kind of directed to the younger set, is attracting a younger audience all of a sudden. So this is going to be kind of interesting. So let me start with the first one. This guy writes, "My girlfriend and I have been going out for 6 months so far, and there have been no arguments in 4 months. We are very close, even though I'm 16 and she's 15. She seems to have a small problem with kissing while lying down. I offered her to be on top of me. Actually, I would rather it be that way, but she said she would be uncomfortable. Am I doing something wrong? Is there anything that I could do to perhaps persuade her?" Now, first, let me say this. See, when males write to me and they say this kind of stuff, make her, convince her, persuade her, all of this, what they're doing is putting their desires above that woman's comfort, above her moral stance, above her values, above everything that she believes in. It's like he don't give a shit about all that. What he's focusing on is what he can say or do to make her do what he wants her to do. Are you catching that? Now see, this is one reason, and this is not even an answer to the letter. I'm talking to y'all listening. This is one reason why I disagree completely with young girls having a boyfriend at that age. 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 maybe, but even that's kind of iffy. 18, 19 to me is soon enough. And I know that's a very old-fashioned perspective, but from where I sit as an advice columnist and, with the work that I've been doing with teens and young adults for the last 3 decades, I can tell you there's no good that comes out of this kind of situation for a young girl. When she's, looking at it as a romantic fairy tale and all the dude wants to do is get his dick wet. So, there are 2 different goals and 2 different focuses, and the girls always end up getting hurt. They end up getting used and they end up getting hurt, and they're not emotionally developed yet to handle it. So to this young man, I want to say this. That was my prelude. You, sir, do not need any help, at least not from me. What you need to get is your butt kicked. Because what you're trying to do is be all sneaky and undercover and set this little girl up for some kind of sexual activity that she's obviously not interested in. See, my question to you is, and you need to be honest with yourself too, what is your objective in kissing her in a lying down situation, especially with her on top of you? What is that all about? See, you have an agenda there, and you're not willing to admit it to me, and you think I'm stupid and I don't know. Dude, please. I have underwear older than you. So, it's like you can't run nothing by me. So then I have to, I'm thinking about this, and I'm wondering what your desire is to try to persuade her to do something that she's obviously told you she doesn't want to do. That means no. Okay, no means no, and in this respect, even though you might be going along with it, you're still continually trying to coerce her into doing what you want her to do. As if you were to succeed in that, like when she felt threatened or afraid in any way, you could be charged with rape. Okay, I want you to stop doing this and stop thinking this way. You don't try to convince anybody or persuade them to do anything with their body that they don't want to do. If it's not important to you that you do get all jiggy with your kissing and do all this old intimacy stuff, you need to get a different girlfriend. You need to get a girlfriend who's older, who's had sexual experience, and who might be more interested in what you're talking about. But this little girl's not. And see, your goal, this is the trick y'all be trying to do. You want her to get all on top of you and get all comfortable and aroused in the hope that she's going to get excited and not be able to help herself from going further or even all the way. But like I said, she's not ready for any kind of experiences like that, and she's not as dumb as you like to think she is. And you cannot expect her to make decisions like this in the heat of passion or buy into the whatever happens happens kind of mindset that you're trying to promote here. If you want to be more intimate with this child, well, she's really a child, she's only 15, you need to be a man and tell her that and let her be, fully aware of what your game plan is, so she can either say yes to it or she can say no and be on about her business. But I want you to stop going around trying to get over and acting like this kissing position stuff is nothing and no big deal, when I already know, and you know too, that you have another agenda here. And but for all parents who are listening to this, run this letter by your daughters and talk to them about coercion, and talk to them about how guys will try to press them and guilt trip them and manipulate them into doing what they want them to do, very often using the threat of breaking up. So a young girl in her first throes of her first love, she's going to panic, right? So she's going to, in normal situations, they try to think about giving a boy what he wants because they want to keep the relationship. You've got to break your daughters of that mentality. If he wants to, if he threatens her like that, she's supposed to dump him. Make sure she understands that. You do not accept any man trying to bully you into doing something that you already told him you don't want to do. Okay? And young ladies, they're going to need help, reinforcing that. So parents, that's your job. Okay? That's your homework. In the second letter of today, this young man, right, he says he's a 26-year-old single man who just got into a sexual and emotional relationship with a same-age married woman. Are we noticing a trend here? All these dudes are talking about fucking. That's all they think about. She's not happy emotionally or sexually with her husband and is having both with me and enjoying it. She does not feel guilty but feels that she is cheating on her husband. Is she cheating on her husband, or is this okay? She is also planning to divorce him as she is going crazy in the relationship with him. She just lost a baby by him, and he was not there for her delivery either. What? I wonder if she has 2 kids. That's confusing. Anyway, she likes to have all the physical and emotional pleasure that she never got from him, from me, but she is confused. I love her, and I would like getting her out of this and marrying her. But then again, she says that I deserve someone better than her. She says she wants a virgin for me, but I want to marry her and have a good life living with her. If she's not cheating on her husband, then tell me how to improve our sex life and how I can convince her to get married to me. We really enjoy our sex, but I want to know how we can do better. Okay, where do I start? Look here. This kid, dude, are you dumb? Don't you know what married means? Okay, you can't be married and then screwing somebody else, and then in no kind of magical, bewitched kind of dinky way is this not cheating. What are you thinking? What? Huh? So I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this letter, and I'm like, good Lord. As you see, I can't even get my words right, because I'm like, okay, are people losing brain cells lately? What's going on here? That you don't understand what's going on is that you are cheating with a married woman. You said it in the letter, but somehow it's not sinking in. You're not understanding what you're doing here. This could be very dangerous because, see, you don't know what her husband's like. Now, I know a woman I went to high school with while I was in Texas going to school. Girlfriend was renting an apartment and was cheating with the guy who owned the building because, she didn't really have much money and he was giving her a break on the rent. And the wife found out. The wife went to her apartment and killed them both. And see, that's the kind of stuff that you could be facing because you are doing some stuff you don't have no business doing. Now, she's talking about she's feels guilty. She don't feel guilty because otherwise she wouldn't keep coming over there. And you say she's planning to get a divorce from him. Don't you understand that's what cheating husbands and wives always say? They always say that because they want to give you hope that you could be with them so that you continue to give to them while they go home and get everything else they want from their mate. So you just being a sucker. And talking about she lost a baby. Psh, that bitch is lying. She didn't lose shit. And he wasn't there for her to deliver. You don't deliver a baby if you lose it. You know, I'm like something. He's really dumb. That's all I can say. This guy is very naive and very unsophisticated, and that's why she's running this game on him. I wonder if he has any money. But anyway, he's saying that he loves her and he wants to marry her and all of this, but um, that's not gonna happen, son. That's not gonna happen. All she's gonna do is continue screwing you until she gets tired of you, and then she'll, get on with somebody else. You got to understand. I mean, you say that you love her, but you don't say how she feels. But my thing is, she doesn't love you. She's loving what she's getting from you. This is a selfish woman. She's definitely a high level taker. And she's just playing games. She's playing games with your head. And I think if she was really so unhappy, she would be making moves to get a divorce. She would have left dude. But instead, she just sits around talking a bunch of, silliness to you that, pulls at your heartstrings, which is the intent. And you're sitting there listening to it because you don't understand the game that's being run on you. But I want you to understand, she's going to eventually dump you, and she's going to use that, well, I feel too guilty, I have to stop. Or she's going to say that she's going to work things out with her husband because it's only right because they're children or child or whatever, they've been together so long. I mean, that's the song and dance that usually comes out. So what's going to happen is you're going to be a 26-year-old dude left alone with your face broken and your feelings hurt. And please don't think I'm giving this advice to you because you are male, because this is the same advice I would give to a single woman caught up in a fantasy relationship with a married man as well. So, don't take this personally. I'm not attacking you. I'm just attacking the situation that you've gotten yourself into. And I want you to understand how silly and wasteful it is of your time. You cannot plan to marry someone who is married to someone else. This person is not available for you mentally, emotionally, or as far as like a relationship goes, legally. She's not available. She's just using you for some kind of distraction or whatever she's getting out the situation. So either you need to cut this off before you get in deeper, or you need to steal your feelings and start seeing somebody else and, put her butt on the back burner. I mean, kind of wean yourself off of it since you seem to have all these emotions. But your best bet would be to start dating a single woman who can be as into you as you are into this woman. You guys can be into each other. And then you can talk about marriage and family and looking forward and all that. But you can't have any of that with somebody who's married to another man. All right? So that's it for the Daily Dose today. This is May 1st, 2018. I'll be doing my best to make a video every day, a daily dose for you for the next 2 weeks, possibly longer. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I'll be doing another live, what do they call it? Stream, a live stream, because I ran into something on Facebook that I want to talk about, because I'm telling you, nignogs are out their mind, and they just be posting up some crazy stuff and having dumb broads, co-signing on it, and I can't wait to drag this dude. Anyway, this is Deb Cooper from survivingdating.com. I'll be back tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye. Now that you've seen some of the grade A content that the Debsterism channel offers, please become a subscriber. Just click the subscribe button down below. Then you'll see a little bell. Click that after, and then you'll be able to get notifications sent directly to your cell phone of when I post new content. You can be one of the very first people to review the new videos, like them, comment them on them, and share them. We'd like you to do all of those things to help the channel grow. I appreciate your support, so become a subscriber. Tell your friends.